Hello, everybody. My name is Lisa Nuyens, and I'm the Executive Director of the Grand Rapids Child Discovery Center. And I am here to read a book to you about the holiday of Juneteenth. And Juneteenth is tomorrow. It's always June 19th, so it's tomorrow, June 19th, 2025, on Thursday. And Juneteenth, for some of us, is a holiday we might not know much about or might not know the history of. So I'm going to share this book with you. I'll share some slides so you can see the illustrations up close. This book is called Juneteenth, A Celebration, and it is by Courtney Juste. So let me share my slides and we will dive into this book together. All right. Hopefully you can see it a little better now. So, I'll go to the next page, which is it shows us the author's name, written by Courtney Juste and illustrated by Silver Star. And then when I turn the page again, it has the dedication on the right-hand side there, and it says, "This book is dedicated to my dearest Mandela Rose and all of Generation Alpha. May you live as freely and liberated as possible. This book is also an offering to my ancestors, known and unknown, that guide me every day." When America began, the colonizers enslaved African teachers, doctors, and farmers to work for free in the cotton and tobacco fields. Former citizens, I'll look at my actual book here. Former citizens of an area now known as Benin had many of its citizens taken away in chains. Before leaving their home, Beninese women were very creative. They hid rice seeds in their braids before being forced onto ships. These brilliant women made sure that their families had food to make the journey to an unknown and scary place. Several foods that we enjoy today, including okra, mac and cheese, rice, and black-eyed peas, all came onto the shores of the United States with enslaved Africans. One of America's most popular instruments, the banjo, was a remake of a stringed instrument called the akoting from West Africa. The banjo wouldn't exist without the brain power and craftsmanship of Africans. As enslaved people, they could not stop working even if they were tired. They built houses and bridges, planted and harvested crops, and cooked meals for others every day. This cruel and unfair system made the United States lots of money for over 340 years. Tired of being mistreated, brave women and men revolted or escaped at night. They gave speeches about their horrible experiences and risked their lives to share their stories. Some citizens wanted to keep the institution of slavery, but the abolitionists said no. A great war began between the people in America. States chose to be on the Union or the Confederate side. In the year 1863, the president used lots of big words in a speech called the Emancipation Proclamation. His words declared the 4 million enslaved African Americans as free. But since they did not have TVs, telephones, or the internet like we do now, it took a long time for the news to reach Texas from Washington, D.C. It took 2 years for the 2,000 federal soldiers to reach the state of Texas. And on June 19th, 1965, they walked the streets of Galveston and shared news of the end of chattel slavery in America. Exactly 1 year later, June 19th, 1866, Galveston's Black citizens gathered to remember the day they were emancipated or freed from bondage. Creatively, they combined the name of the month of June with the number of the date 19th to create a new holiday called Juneteenth. After being denied education, Black citizens all over America created their own schools, started businesses, and ran for political offices. And every year they met on Juneteenth to party as a community. Juneteenth parties include food, music, family, and friends in parks around the country. Many, many years after the first Juneteenth, someone created a special flag to remember the day. The star on the Juneteenth flag is like the star on the Texas state flag because Texas is where the holiday started. The colors of red, white, and blue are the same as the colors of the American flag to remind everyone that Black history is American history. Barbecue, red soda, and watermelon were served at some of the first Juneteenth celebrations because the color red reminds those participating of the bloodshed by those who fought for freedom. Some cities have parades and Miss Juneteenth pageants as well. On this day, we feel love, joy, happiness, and pride in all the accomplishments that our Black American ancestors have made. It's Juneteenth, a celebration. That is the end. I hope that you enjoyed the story. I hope that maybe you learned something or were reminded of something from a celebration that you have had, and that you have a fantastic Juneteenth and take the opportunity to celebrate the emancipation of the enslaved Africans in our country, as well as the Black history of America. Have a great day.